How you guys doing? I can never tell if this thing works right. Never see the response right away. This is going to be most likely real short, since it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I want to see how you guys are doing. Hopefully you're following along at home. Start a new book, Deuteronomy. Baruch Hashem, we finished Numbers last week, at least most of it. I didn't get all the commentary finished. Do you want to do more of these, but I don't manage to make the time. Now, half the time I feel like I just get punched in the gut in between just amazing wonders and getting punched in the gut. Man, life is brutal sometimes. If any of you regular viewers catch this, could you please pray for my family and I to have the strength to do what is right, to see the truth and follow it. Man, I feel like just an insane person. That's what it's like when no one else can see the consequences of their actions before they occur. I think they can just go through life and do whatever they want because they feel like it. No one wants to listen to me because I'm a nothing. Eventually, God knocks on all our heads and gets us to pay attention. It's just horrible what it takes to get a person to that point. Just staggering and mind-boggling. Oh, the other thing besides the new book that we started recently was this is 17 Tammuz was, I think, not quite 2 weeks ago, like a week and a half ago, something like that, which was the anniversary of the breach of the walls of Jerusalem. And then 9th of Av, Tisha B'Av is next, I think next Wednesday or Thursday. That's when both temples were finally destroyed. This is a horrible time for the world. When the Goyim thrash God's nation, they think it's a good time because they're winning, but that doesn't last for long. And all the fun that they have turns to ash in their mouths, and all their good times suddenly disappear once their cup of sins gets full. This is a very treacherous time. God, please help us get through it to Elul so we can get some more mercy. We need so badly. We're trying to work hard. It's never enough, though. And for anyone that's like new to realizing that they've been like fed a mouthful of lies their whole life and finally starting to realize what the truth is of the Torah. Once we realize that everything that we used to, at least most of it, is lies, the next critical step is to realize that there is only one source of good and truth in the world, and that is in the Torah and the tradition that the Jewish sages teach. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're like super new. Just follow the links in the description and watch Rabbi Reuven and beg God for help to see the truth and stomach the gut wrenching pain that you're going to go through at some point. Baruch Hashem. Hope you're doing well, BB. I think you probably missed or asked, but since you're here now, just in case you did, could you pray for my family and I to choose life and make pass God's test? I don't expect people to like instantly jump to where I'm at. I mean, the reality and the scary thing is I'm nothing and nowhere to where the absolute truth is. I'm so far away, but compared to most people, I'm like light years ahead. And it's just scary and terrifying. And this is, dude. I was telling someone earlier or yesterday that Deuteronomy is my favorite book in the 5 books of Moses, or else it used to be. And what people know is the Old Testament is the only testament, like Rabbi Reuven says. The now that I've actually kind of toiled a little bit and read like Bereshit through Bamidbar is through Genesis through Numbers. Now I'm not sure. I love it all. Deuteronomy is great though because it's all Musar. It's all like strong rebuke that we absolutely have to hear. We have to accept that Moses and God is talking to us. That's one thing Rabbi Reuven says is that anyone that says they don't like Musar is basically a kofar, a heretic, because they're saying they don't like an entire book of the Torah. Basically X's out like, you don't like Musar, that means you really don't like the entire book of Deuteronomy, except for Devarim, words. There's a great clip that got posted on Rabbi Reuven's short channel. Every time I hear it, I want to cry. It's so great. Every time I think about it, I want to cry. Oh, man. The amazing thing I was telling someone else the other day is once I finally stopped fighting and trying to do my own thing and thinking I was smart, and I did everything I possibly could to stuff my ego into the gutter, and listen to what Rabbi Reuven was telling everyone, like every single lecture. Once I started finally doing it, it didn't take that long before everything like just changed like in rapid succession. Like he said, don't focus on learning Hebrew. There's lots of people that are more fluent in Hebrew than anyone that's alive will ever be, and they're burning in Gehinnom to this day, like Korach and all his followers. And don't focus on learning Kabbalah and all kinds of stuff. Like, or if you're a Noahide, if you're a Goy, a Gentile, don't, absolutely do not learn Talmud and stuff like that because it's forbidden. But everyone has a desire, a yetzirah, for everything that they're either not obligated to do or they're forbidden to do. But once I took his advice and I was like, okay, I just need to learn. I need to learn Musar. I need to read the Chumash. I need to read the Parsha. Once I started doing that, like I had within a few months, I found a need where I had to start learning some Hebrew to understand like certain things that were going on as part of what I've been doing. And the other thing is, like a few months later, he started the Jewish Intimacy series, and I was scared at first. I was like, "Oh, this is probably going to be something else I can or shouldn't watch." But he said, "No, this is for everybody, including Goyim." So I started watching that, and a few months into it, then he starts talking about he starts talking about Kabbalah. I was like, "What's going on? This is And he said, again, this is not like high level stuff. This is stuff that everyone, in the words of the Ramban, Nachmanides, not Ramban, with an N. He said everyone should know this, including non-Jews, because everyone can benefit from it. It's like basic concepts of like holiness and intimacy, and how to bring a pure, holy soul to the world, or at least how to have not bring a deformed, evil soul to the world, like so many people do. And it's amazing. He brings the verses in the Tanakh, from the prophets and the writings that prove all the stuff that he's saying, like Jeremiah 1:5, from before you were formed in your mother's belly, I already knew you. And God is telling Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, that because his mother and father sanctified themselves to a level where they merited receiving a pure, holy soul from God. Because there's a vessel of souls, and they're not all the same. It's not like a production line where they're all brand new and clean and perfect. There are some souls that are just deformed and evil, that are destined for to punish the people that give birth to them and the entire world, or to suffer, because that's part of God's divine wisdom. He knows what he's doing. We have no clue what's going on whatsoever. And they're just pure, amazing, righteous souls that have infinite potential. I mean, every soul really has infinite potential. It's just how hard is it going to get to reach that potential? And so if we're going to bring a soul to the world, we want to give that soul, that child, every opportunity possible. People spend all kinds of money on advanced education and preschool and like teaching their kids to read and all that stuff. Most important thing is sanctifying your mind before you even think about being with your wife, or vice versa. That's the important thing, is before and during, and all the way through the rest of your life, so you can raise the kid right. But the really amazing thing is that the Ramban says it doesn't even take the level that most people would think to sanctify themselves to receive a higher, like way above average soul. All it takes is a little bit, but we should try as much as humanly possible. And that starts right now. Well, whether you got a wife or any prospect of a wife or not, or if you're a woman, a husband, highly recommend starting, if you haven't watched it already, start from the beginning and just work your way through. But something the rabbi is on tonight. We didn't necessarily ask for our parents, but we certainly get everything we deserve. The biggest thing is like all the stuff that's hard for us, the stuff that's like we really don't like. That's stuff that we have to deal with, according, as long as it's in accordance with following the laws of the Torah. But one thing the sages say, how you can kind of like understand why you're going through something is whatever it is you did to somebody. Like if you're going through suffering, you made somebody suffer. If not in this world, in a past life. Most of the time, the past life thing isn't. Most of the suffering a person goes through is because of stuff that we did this time around. But I'll leave a note for anyone that tunes in. Rabbi Reuven is going to be on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for Stump the Rabbi. If you got a Facebook account, you can check his Facebook page. Sometimes it doesn't get updated that easily, or can't see it. He's shadow banned. Okay. I posted something somewhere, a couple places actually, about part of something I found on 9/11 in the Torah, like earlier today. I still need to do a lot of digging on it, or at least some others before I do a stream on it. But all I can say is, man, God is scary. God is so terrifying. The stuff that you like. That's what Rabbi Reuven says. Is you know, when you learn Torah for real, and you get a chidush, an insight, no matter how like what you're feeling like before, you feel amazing and like so alive and like happy, like real true happiness when you get a chidush, like, and it's right. And it's it's not like some heretic stuff. Like this is something that at the very least doesn't disagree with the sages and the commentators. They said even if it's something that's absolutely terrifying, like it's some insight that led you to understand that the punishment is like 100 times worse than you thought what it was. It's still amazing. It's still great, and it is. It's so awesome. It's so scary. Baruch Hashem for money. Something I never thought I would say over the last 3 years, but thank God for money. If it wasn't for money, bunch more people would have to die, because there's only so many tools God has to exact judgment on people. And if there was no money, then he would have to take a lot of physical blood from people. The scary thing I was also thinking about earlier is it's been like 15 or 16 years since there was a correction in the market. Been on like an insane tear. We're way overdue, and like according to Torah calculations, it's not a good sign, since like where we live and the actions of people. And all I can say is we gotta do more. And I mean, I know it's highly unlikely we're gonna have anywhere near the effect that the world needs, but we still have to try and beg God for mercy on everyone, including ourselves, to give us more time and more help, more wisdom, more strength, more tools to use everything that He's already given us the best that we possibly can, and stop dilly-dallying and stop wasting so much time. And really, you can't hate people, because we all used to be stuck in a zombie soup too. We have to have the same, at least some level of mercy on them that God had on us. And at least pray for them. Don't look at that. Don't look at wicked people as they're all. It's not a big deal, because it's a huge deal, but we still need to, try to save as many people as we possibly can, one by one, with God's help. I'm gonna get going. I gotta eat and charge my phone, and need some time before the year starts. So may God grant us all the wisdom and the strength that we need so desperately. God, please help us to outsmart, overpower the Yetzirah, and pass the test that He places before us. We just get through the next week and a half, or a couple weeks, whatever it is. It's really 30 days till Elul, which is when it really opens up. But things get a lot better after I think the 15th of Av. That's when things turn around. So if we at least get that far, we'll be in really good shape. We're in excellent shape. You're welcome, BB. Have a good day.